welcome back to Axis Anime. My name is Henshin Ikeda, and I'll be doing a walkthrough review of One Piece episode 602. Now, if you remember from last episode, we find out Nami's group is still alive, but they're bruised. Yeah, very badly bruised, and we usually don't see Nami's body. Because if you think about it, Nami's not in her body, she's in Sanji's body, and Usopp, well, who the hell cares, it's Usopp, but they are still badly bruised, and guess what? Brownbeard. He's still around, and we don't know if he's alive or dead just yet, but he's around. Still, even after Caesar Clown's major attack. But moving on past that, we find out a little more information between Caesar Clown and Law, the deal they made so Law could stay on the island. I love the clarification. I just wish that would have came maybe 3 or 4 episodes ago. Little poorly timed in my opinion, but moving on past that, toward the end of the episode, we find out Sanji's group is heading toward the main attraction, which is Smiley. Smiley eating the piece of candy, and that's where the episode ends. And all my final thought rating at the end of the clip, so stay tuned. But let's dive right on in. So we open up this episode with everyone glaring at their TV screen, at their monitors, at Smiley eating the piece of candy. So all of these people that are looking at their screen, I don't know if they're trying to buy this product known as the piece of candy from Caesar Clown, or if it's the black market type of deal going down here, but either way you look at it, everyone is at their own home, on their island, on their ship, wherever. They're watching a screen and they're glaring at it, and they're watching Smiley eat the piece of candy. I thought, what the hell? Come on. That's it. But anyways, moving on past that, after we find out everyone's watching the screen, waiting for what's going to happen next, yeah, guess what? They're watching Smiley transform into Shinakuni. I love that name, by the way. At first I thought, let it grow, let it fester around. Shinakuni is actually an okay name. Anyways, that's what Smiley kind of transforms into, but he's still just a blob, just, his color's a little darker. That's about it. There's no real physical change in my opinion, but moving on past that, we are taking a little cutscene with Sanji's group, and guess what? Sanji's group, they're retreating along with Caesar Clown's men from Smiley, or in this case, Shinakuni. Yeah, they're all finally in the center. We see Sanji's group, we see Caesar's Clown's men kind of running away, and then we see Smiley evolve into Shinakuni, and now Sanji's group is fleeing, just like Caesar Clown's men were fleeing. But moving on past that, we are taken to a what the fuck moment. Yeah, okay, Smiley. Like I said, Smiley changes into Shinakuni after eating the piece of candy. However, while Smiley is changing into his next evolved form, which is still a piece of shit more or less, one of the apples in the cart, or in this case the basket, changes into what appears to be, wait for it, okay, stop waiting for it, a devil fruit. So after Smiley evolves into Shinakuni, we see one of the apples in the basket that came with, I believe, Caesar Clown's men. It turns into a devil fruit. What? Did that just happen? So did we just see a devil fruit being reborn or created out of just an apple after Smiley evolved? There's no clarification on what we saw there. We just saw what appears to be a devil fruit being born out of an apple while Smiley was transforming. So many questions, and they're going to go unanswered, sadly, within this episode. But moving on past it, we are taking a little cutscene with Caesar Clown's men. Now, Caesar Clown's men that were running away from Smiley, trying to get out of the way, now they're being caught up by Shinakuni right now, which is Smiley's evolved form, and they're being petrified. Now, they're not dead, but they are still alive. What appears to be Caesar Clown's men are still alive, even though Smiley has now passed right through them and eaten them up. They're now petrified, they're not moving, and it looks like they're paralyzed. So that's Smiley's evolved form of Shinakuni, is just paralyzing people and petrifying them. That's it. You're not killing them, none of that crap. Oh boy, I'm kind of depressed there. I thought they were going to explode, they're going to be petrified, paralyzed, and their bodies are going to explode like a ticking bomb. No. I am just really depressed right now. I'm sorry, I was expecting more. This is the part where I didn't read the manga. I was hoping for more. See, expectations? No. My expectations were high, and now they've been shot. Thank you, Smiley. You screwed me over on a good one there. But anyways, G5 is up next, of course, and Smiley's going to run right across G5, or at least it's heading in the direction of G5. But they are on the chopping block next. But moving on past that, we are taking a little cutscene with Nami's group. Now, Nami's group finds Brownbeard. So you have Nami and Usopp. They find Brownbeard. And yes, he is breathing. He is still alive. Why won't you fucking die? Die, Brownbeard. Who the hell cares, man? You're Brownbeard. You're not Whitebeard. You know, you're no one special. You're not a Redbeard. You're Brownbeard. There's nothing special about you, but you're still alive. You're still breathing. Guess what? Brownbeard is bent on getting revenge on Caesar Clown, and he wants to help out Nami's group, which in this case is the Straw Hats. So Brownbeard wants to help the Straw Hats, and he wants to get his crew back from Caesar Clown, so he's going to head in the direction of the laboratory. And since Brownbeard is heading to the laboratories, he's going to take Usopp and Nami with him, which is a great gesture, by the way, but who the hell cares? I've given up on Brownbeard so much that I don't even know why he is still in the anime series. I'm sorry. He has no real power. Yes, he's a big guy. He's got a little brute like strength, but he's not a devil fruit user. Law did give him like animal legs, but that's it. He's not a real devil fruit user. So Brownbeard is not on my top 10 happy list there. He's on my bottom shut the hell up list, if that's what you want to call it. But anyways, moving on past that, we're taking a little cutscene with Sanji's group. Now, Sanji's group is outrunning Smiley. I know, this is weird. Sanji's group, they finally get into the center, they see Smiley, and now they're running away, and they're barely outrunning Smiley. And they're catching up to a dragon. So off in the distance, they see a dragon. Now, it's not a baby dragon, and it's not a big dragon. It's like a kind of a medium-sized dragon. And, you know, Zoro spots it, and everyone else spots it, and they're running in the direction of the dragon. Hopefully, they're going to board the dragon. It's going to fly away. No. There's too many people. The dragon's not going to fly away. Spoiler alert, they're not flying away. It's not happening. But anyway, Sanji's group is outrunning Smiley, just barely. But you see Sanji enjoying Nami, plain and simple. You know, hand gestures there. You know what I'm talking about. Sanji's loving it, and that gives him enough to boost his stamina to run the hell toward the dragon. Smartest thing he's done probably all episode. Now moving on past that, what about Caesar Clown? Caesar Clown is now pissed with the Straw Hats. More or less, he's pissed with Smoker, he's pissed, you know, he's just pissed with all of them. They're imprisoned. Luffy is imprisoned, Smoker's imprisoned, Law is imprisoned. You know, these are really badasses under one roof. And they're all caged, you know, they're not going anywhere. And out of nowhere, Caesar Clown, like, you know, pulls a lever or whatnot. And, you know, Luffy's group, as well as, you know, everyone that's with Luffy, are flung outside in a cage, and they're just dangling in midair. I was like, what? And yet Luffy has done absolutely nothing. And we're taking to a little cutscene with Chopper. Chopper looked like he was going to do something. He was rearing to go because he didn't want to see his captain do nothing, just sit there do nothing. So Chopper actually was going to do something. However, out of nowhere, a little piece of paper hits Chopper, and it says, "Don't do anything." I'm like, wow, how convenient. Don't do anything. That could have been from Caesar Clown. That could have been from Virgo. Virgo's partner in crime. You know, who knows? And yet, Chopper decides, okay, I'll follow the letter, the little piece of letter that hit me. Dumbass. Maybe it was for the right reasons. Maybe it is from Law. Who knows? But seriously, do you take candy from strangers too? Come on. Piece of advice, Chopper. Go with your gut instinct. If your gut says this paper was a decoy, then maybe you should have done something. But, you know, in this case, he did the right thing. He didn't do anything, but still, food for thought, man. You read a piece of paper in it, and you know it's not from someone you trust, don't do what it says. Now, toward the end of the episode, we're taken to a little cutscene with Luffy and everyone else that's in that little cage, and they're getting all serious. It's like, now they're going to do something. How? They're in a cage. The ones that are Devil Fruit users have the Sea Stone prism that's around them, so they can't use their Devil Fruit powers. And the ones that are not Devil Fruit users, they have regular change. They still cannot do anything. The only character I can see doing something is Frankie, because he's a cyborg. He's not a Devil Fruit user, so he's ridiculously strong, and the Sea Stone wouldn't do shit to him. As for everyone else, minus Tashigi, technically, They really can't do anything. However, Luffy, Law, they're getting all psyched. They're getting, they're getting their groove on, and that's where the episode ends. As for final thoughts, okay, well, first of all, let's pull all the way back to where we saw the devil fruit being born. Now, when we see Smiley evolving into Shinokuni, we see one of the apples in the basket transform into a devil fruit. I was like, what the fuck? Is this part of Smiley's evolution? Can he do that when he's around apples or whatnot and transfer them into devil fruit? Or was this just a random phenomena that just happened out of nowhere? We have no idea, but I want to know what happened. Throw me a frickin' bone here. Clarify what happened. And maybe can this happen in different ways on different islands with different fruit? Is there like other ways to evolve a devil fruit? We don't really know, but I can't wait to find out. So many questions, they're going unanswered right now. And I'm not keeping up with the manga. Light break there. A very light break, because I don't want to keep up with the manga too much, because I'm enjoying the anime way more. Way more, put it that way. Moving on past that, what about Smoker? Smoker is now trapped, yet again, in the cell with, Law and Luffy, and the other outlaws, of course, with Tashigi, of course. What is he gonna do? You just saw Virgo, he's a traitor technically, and then you saw Caesar Clown, he's, put you in this mess. Obviously, you're gonna be pissed off at him, but what are you gonna do about Smiley? This is Smoker we're talking about. What are you gonna do about Smiley? Hey, I'm just putting this out there. He's a logo type user, and technically Smiley is born from another logo type user. He could technically use his, devil fruit versus his devil fruit. We don't really know. It's an interesting matchup. Probably is not going to go anywhere. I really want to see Smoker versus Caesar Clown on an even playing field. That would be amazing. But again, that ends it for my final thoughts. As per my rating, 3 out of 5. It was an okay episode. Usually 3 out of 5 means it was decent. It didn't suck. It was decent. Was there any drama? No. But we saw some interesting things in this episode, like a devil fruit being born or created. Definitely worth mentioning. And seeing Luffy get excited at the end definitely got me all motivated. However, there are tons of questions that were in this episode that were unanswered, of course. Hopefully in the next episode, more things will be answered. And that ends it for my walkthrough review of One Piece episode 602. Again, final rating, 3 out of 5. Definitely comment down below, let me know, thumbs up, thumbs down. Definitely subscribe to me on Twitter and follow me if you like. Let me know what you thought of this episode, and let me know what you think's going to happen in the next episode that's coming out. But again, guys, that ends it for now. I got to hit the bricks. I got to go. And before I go, I got to say it, and I always say it. You can't stop the access, but you can watch the feed. I'll see you later, guys.